Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another Supercoach Insider podcast. My name is Swiz, here to talk all things NBL, and we'll talk about why we're doing that in a second. But as always, check us out on all our social media platforms, in particular YouTube, Spotify, and get in contact with us via Twitter, Supercoach Insider 100 or Swiz 26. All right, as you can see there, round 12 ranked number 1. I'm absolutely stoked to be the top ranked player here in round 12 and have moved up to 146 overall. So there's my team that I had, the winning team this week. Really been based on a lot of those Cairns players. They've been loading up. They've had, I think, 4 doubles in a row. We've got 1 more to go. So, doubles are very key in NBL. As most people who follow me know that I am an absolute sports fantasy nut. Play AFL, BBL, NRL, just made another NFL fantasy final, and the Fantasy Premier League as well. But there's just not enough time in the day to continue to review everything. And with the NBL being in their first season and not being the biggest basketball fan, I do like the NBL, go southeast, but I don't follow in particular the NBA that closely. I'm more of an NFL fan for the American sports. But I thought, anything that's got Supercoach helps me get into a sport. And really well done to those who are running the show over there at the Herald Sun and Code Sports for putting this together, because I think there's more and more fans that are going to jump on because there is a big basketball following here in Australia. So nearly 25,000 people this season. And so for me, it's now trying to look at what can I do to start moving some of these Cairns players on to get doubles. This week we know Adelaide's got a double, Melbourne's coming up next week, and so is the Sydney Kings. Trying to make up that ground. I think it's Brent with a Rados Lick team, which is on 4,942 points overall. So currently 314 behind him. Managed to chip away 60 points this week, so hopefully the chasing pack can sort of chip away and make it a really interesting finish on the run home. For me, for trades this week, I'm actually looking at boosting, so I'm moving on Magne, who got injured against Southeast late. Potentially could play, but that does have me a bit worried, especially potentially with his minutes. Armstrong, as much as the Cairns do have a double game, I've got to start moving some of these Cairns players on because I'm going to be stuck with too many. And Bryce Cotton, who absolute superstar. I've had him in and out this year. I was lucky to actually trade him out at one point. I missed one good score, but then he had a couple of lower games. So I didn't get hurt too much, but he's nearly at max price, close to that $500,000 there. So I was looking potentially Williams, but by doing Cotton does allow me to set up my trades better. So that's we're going to bring in Wiley. Who we got? We've got from Adelaide, Dijon Vazikjevic, and I know I've butchered that. Who's the guard over there, and as well Luke Travers from Melbourne, who's got the double next week. Now, the reason for that is, I don't want to be too short trying to bring in too many players next week. And with Travers, he's got a break even of 18, so he's potentially could go up in cash. They've got him projected 42. Don't know if he's going to do that, but if he was to get close to that, that could be going up as much as 24K. So I don't kind of want to be chasing that cash next week. And then with the 2 Adelaide players, not only the double this week, but they have doubles in round 15, 16 and 18. So important to get a couple of those guys in. And that's also mixed with trying to set my team up so I can bring a couple of Sydney players in particular, Hogg and Jalen Adams. Jalen Adams has a break even of 40, so hopefully he doesn't get too close to that and he actually drops a little bit of cash, which would be handy. But the Sydney players, they have doubles next round in round 14, 15 and then 17, so important to bring a couple of them in. And then again, that allows me to have as many doubles as possible on my starting side, which is 100% in the score. Now, if some of those guys who don't have doubles are on my bench, as long as they still score reasonable, I'm getting 50% of their score, and they're pretty happy with that. So that's how I'm sort of sitting. Hopefully, I can move up, in a perfect world inside the top 100 this week. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I'm still wrapped that I've managed to get a first overall, and I'll just continue to go from there. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully your NBL season's going well. well. Continue to check us out on our BBL and AFL content, and we appreciate the ongoing support. Talk soon. Bye.